Because every athlete deserves to be treated like a pro. Henry Ford Sports Medicine.
Talking about finances can be confusing, difficult, scary, murky even. But it doesn't have to be with Money Mentor by Michigan First Credit Union on your side. More than 90 years ago, Michigan First was founded on the principle of putting education first. Today, Money Mentor continues that tradition because affording the lifestyle you want isn't always easy. Check us out at MichiganFirstMoneyMentor.com or follow us on social media for tips, tricks, blogs, and videos today.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Farmington Hills Ice Arena. After their 10-0 dominant victory last night on the road, the Blue Devils of Lawrence Tech is back home to once again take on the Warriors of Rochester University. Thank you for joining us on the LTU Sports Network. I'm John Snow with you on the call for this one. LTU has won 4 straight games. Now they're trying to make it 5 in a row. Face-off won right away by LTU. This team has been electric from the very start, and they're looking to continue their winning ways. Taking on a Rochester team that's just trying to get their program right back on their feet. The drive around the backside by Lentz. It was in front of the net. Now this was back up front. Sent in by Bland. There's Cole Darian back in front. Back in time to Bland. Putting in front was Pachoka. Now back to the point. Shot up front. Blocked up front. Sent away into LTU territory, but this will be icing, and we go back the other way. Amongst the starters for LTU is Cole Therian. He had a couple of goals in that 10-0 victory yesterday on the road. All this in preparation for the big matchup next week against Indiana Tech. Face-off one right away. That was blocked. In front, loose underneath the backhanded shot, and a save, and went right through for a goal. And it's 1-0 LTU by the goal by Kyle Blunt. That puck got right through Anthony Carlier. And quickly LTU is on top, right where they left off from yesterday's matchup. Icing here. We go back the other way. Over the history matchup between these two teams, dating back to 2018, LTU has won 12 and only has lost 2. Now on the breakaway opportunity. Still cleared. Carlier was able to clear it. All the way around the back of the boards. Stopped there by Sample, but across the blue line. Good hit along the boards. Dumped in. Coming from Zaleski. Another good hit. They're picking up his Banks. Now up ahead for Schmidt. He was taken out. High bouncing puck. They do not call the icing. Magic will send it down deep. Down for Hickson. Another shot underneath, and it was just wide. Hickson again. Will send it all the way around the boards. Battling forward was McGowan. And now another bouncing puck in LTU territory. Sent all the way over for Kuntz. Having to dump it off, now over for Nixon. Nixon up ahead for McGowan. Sent all the way across over to Kuntz. Now back in the middle. Loose puck along the blue line. And it's taken back by Bradley Scott. Both teams in the midst of a change. Sent back in behind the net. Loose puck underneath from behind. Now bringing it back over. Schmidt. Miscommunication along the boards. And now Rochester with an opportunity. Back to the point, a shot. Just off the save by Brandow. Sending it far along the boards. And they will call for an offsides. Starting goaltender for LTU is Noah Brandow. He's making his 8th start of the year. Record of 6-1. Save percentage of .941. Sent in. Sent all the way across now. And now breakaway opportunity underneath. Backhanded shot was blocked up in front. Kept in play. Wrapped all the way around for Liam Bland. Now on the other side of the boards, over for Caden Hemme. Getting tangled up. Coca was in a battle for it. And now another shot from the point. It was just wide. Good big hit along the boards. Hemme in retreat. Banks it off the boards. And now loose puck underneath. Shot was deflected up front by Hemme. Now another shot back up front. And now a clearing shot was blocked up front of the blue line. And since they crossed the blue line, Rochester was called for offside before they even had another opportunity. Face off one again by LTU. Magdick sent it down deep. Still clear in play this time. And now they're able to clear it into the LTU zone. And this will be icing. All in preparation for next week's Indiana Tech matchup. When these two teams last met, it was all the way back in October. LTU won their first matchup slightly, as this save is made by Carlier. LTU won the first matchup 10-0, and then won the second matchup 2-0. Rochester coming in only have one win this year, and that one win was the very matchup before facing LTU against Eastern Michigan University. And then since that one win, they have lost 15 straight. Kept in play by Themo E. Sent around the boards. Kept in by Lentz. Their centering shot was wide. Chipped in. Another centering shot. That one was blocked up front. Sean Paulette. Loose puck underneath. Coming in. Paulette, another centering shot. That one was deflected. And now clearing opportunity. The Warriors are on the move. Dumped in. Banks set it out for nobody. Goes past the blue line. Puck near along the boards in front of the bench. And they will call this one an icing. That first goal was credited to Themo I, the senior forward out of Metamora, Michigan. So back inside Rochester's zone. Dylan McDick. Now backed up, Garrett Sample. Was able to knock it along the boards and knock it out of play. So we face off in the neutral zone. From center ice, face off won by Rochester. Hemi sent it over to the far side. Big hit along the boards. George French took a big one. Pass it in no man's land. But they will have penalty coming up in first power play of the day coming. So Rochester will have a man advantage for 2 minutes. George French called for the penalty. Slap across the arm. $171 total penalties for this team this year. So off the slashing penalty, this team has had very good success in the penalty kill. Centering shot was up front. Now another rebound chance. Able to get it into the neutral zone. Cade Bacon was able to clear it out, but a good shot and a goal. Short-handed goal. And again, it is Themo A. His second goal of the game. And for the second consecutive game, LTU has scored a short-handed goal. So only 30 seconds into the power play, LTU is able to respond and make up for it, but they will still have the man disadvantage. Got passed around. Centering shot, chipped up in front by Brandow. Got past the blue line. Battle for it along the boards in front of the LTU bench. Bryce Patterson had to reverse the pass. Bringing for is Henry Horton. Horton will send it back to Patterson. Sending along to Selecki. That shot is wide. Now Costner. Good deflection up there in front. And able to clear it away. LTU in the midst of a change. 30 seconds remaining in the power play for Rochester. Trying to break into this 2-0 deficit that they find themselves trailing. Whistle blows for the icing. That shorthanded goal was the 8th shorthanded goal of the season for LTU. This team knows how to score even with a man down. They at least have a response for any penalty. Back in front again, a centering shot, and that time Carlier was able to make the save. Anthony Carlier is senior goalkeeper out of Clinton Township, 6'2". So a good penalty kill put up here by LTU. That one was up front. French able to come out of the penalty box. Bouncing puck in. Wrapped along the boards. Shot was deflected up front by Hemme. And now a breakaway opportunity. Shot blocked up front. Another rebound. Went wide of the net. Inside the middle. Passed over. All the way across. One time across, and that time Carlier was able to make the stop. This Division I team will be back in action next Friday, January 27th at 8 p.m. when they take on Indiana Tech. The last two times they faced on Indiana Tech, both games went into overtime. Great low-scoring matchups. Rochester that time was able to clear it, but they will call the penalty for the high stick. Ian Kuntz called for the high stick, so this face-off will be inside LTU's territory. Face-off won by Rochester. Controlled from behind, back side of the net. Able to get past the blue line, though, as that one gets out of play. So they go back to center ice. Just under 11 minutes left to go in this first period. 2-0 LTU on 2 goals by Timo Ai. Battle for along the boards in the neutral zone. Long backhanded pass over. Now they go along the net. And now a breakaway opportunity. Bradley Scott coming in. Shot was deflected up front, but they do blow the whistle for offsides. Dominic Holster got a little bit too far ahead on the blue line. And Rochester catches themselves a break. Face off again to neutral zone. Zaluski passes it along. A good takeaway, sent back. And now breakaway opportunity, a backhanded shot. And Carlier able to put the glove on it. Goltharian trying to get bid for another goal. He had 2 goals in the 10-0 victory last night. He is the leading scorer with goals with 11 on the season. Another shot put in by Hemme goes wide. Sent back to the blue line. Hemme along the boards. Therian. Some way across. Quick shot in front. Was blocked. Kept in. Now LTU on the retreat. Therian quickly along the far side. Centering shot. And that save was made. They blew the whistle. Goal post came undone. Good centering shot by Therian over to Cesarini. puck dumped in, and a little bit too far as it goes into the netting. And because it was sent to the net, we go right back to the neutral zone past the blue line. Face-off one. That one was deflected up front. Shot attempt by Hubbenschmidt. And now another takeaway. Hubbenschmidt again, the backhanded shot. And a good save by Carlier. Hubbenschmidt again, centering shot and a miss. Once again, Hubbenschmidt puts it in front, and Carlier with a good split save. So Carlier, after giving up 2 goals, has made LTU quite work. Justin Hubbenschmidt, a freshman forward. There's a lot of freshman talent on this Division I team. Hubbenschmidt, one of the few on this. LTU forced to retreat. Now a good backhanded pass. Hubbenschmidt again. Tried a leading pass. Puck loose in front. And Rochester now on the breakaway. Shot, and it's just wide of the net. Sent around the boards. Anthony Cosner centering shot off the foot. And it goes clearing shot. That puck was deflected up front. Hit off the player of Rochester. They do blow the whistle for another offsides. So back inside the neutral zone with 8 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. 2-0 LTU on the 2 goals by Thimo Ai. That pass got away. LTU was forced to retreat, almost being offsides. James Jentz was able to knock it back in. Good control by Cosner. Intercepting, though, is Brendan Priest. Sent along the boards. Kyle Banks. And that one was knocked down by Cosner. Rochester in the midst of a change. Sent all the way down. Hickson dumped the puck down in deep. And a shot and a save by Carly. Another shot, another rebound. And it's right wide of the net behind. Back to the line. Another shot, another rebound. And knocked away by Carlier. He's knocked over. No penalty being called. Sent over. Hemi dumps it in. Another knockdown. And that one was wide down the net. Rochester able to clear that one, but they wave it off. The Warriors still keep it within LTU's territory. Inside the net. And a good chip shot was wide of the net. Good wraparound try by Cosner, but just couldn't get the chip over Brando. First real true test for Noah Brando. Spencer Krul made the start in last night's game on the road and went the whole distance and having a shutout. Sent to the far side. Chipped off the boards. Jentz working behind the net. Weaving in and out. Good move around. Battle for it along the boards. Warriors are able to come away with it for the moment. James Jentz was able to keep it in play. Dylan McDick. Centering shot, backhanded try, and a leg save by Carlier. He's all knocked over a bit. Garrett Samples around the net, centering try. Cesarini was able to knock it all the way around. Good big collision along the boards. Chipping pass. James Lentz sending all the way across for Cesarini. Chipped along to Cole Therian. Therian with a shot. That one's way wide and into the net. 5:20 left to go in the first period. 2-0 in favor of the Blue Devils, trying to make it 5 in a row after their dominant victory over Rochester on the road. 10-0 last night. Back along the boards, knocked down. Again, a centering shot, and that one was way wide of Lentz. Dumped in, Liam Bland. Another centering try, and that one just missed. Sent in along the boards. Cole Grant was in the mix. And now a good opportunity right here. Cosner, but going to get his brand out. He's able to move it forward. Good pace up ahead. Ian Kuntz. Now Cole Therian. Therian centering try, and that one was wide. Another chance, and a good save by Carlier. Again, and he gets the glove on it that time. Themo I had a couple of assists in that game last night against Rochester. But he finds himself on the other side, a couple of goals to start this first period. That's goals number 9 and 10 on the year. And again, Carlier makes a glove stop. Another face-off won by LTU. Quickly on it was Hemi. And another save by Carlier. From behind the net, centering try. Now Hemi, one-time shot. Keeping it corralled is Carlier. LTU really keeping it deep within the Warrior zone. It was in the second period of that game yesterday in which LTU really went off. They went off for 6 goals in that period. And frustrations really boiled over for Rochester as 2 of their players were called for 10-minute misconducts, which really helped out LTU really go away with it. Another centering try. That one got through. Schmidt from behind. Another centering try. Puck was loose. And the goalpost came undone, so they will stop play. They have kept that puck very close to the net. .354 left to go as they readjust the goalpost. Another face-off again. And again won by LTU. Hemi again, that time a leg save. French sent it along the boards. Hemi was able to stop it at the blue line. And again another save at the blue line by Hemi. A rebound try, shot, and that one was just wide. Another takeaway. Bland got tangled up. Warriors are now able to dump it in, but that one went out of play. Rochester finds himself down by 2. back middle of center ice. This face-off. Another one won by the Blue Devils, but easily taken away here. Cosner, between the leg pass. That was very fancy. Bouncing around in front. Backhanded clearing pass. Battle for in front. A centering shot, and it just missed. Jens was able to send it all the way down. Brandon Priest along the walls. Keeping it in front. Got past Cosner. And that allowed Jens to take control. And James Jens again. Made one man miss. Shot. Rebound. No good. Was sent away. Now Kyle Banks trying to get himself through traffic. Ran right through. Went right into two LTU players. Banks again. This time Therian in control for LTU. Was able to get past two players. Therian a centering try and a save made by Carlier. Hemi again. Got past the blue line. Shot that time, it was wide. And they couldn't keep it in front of the blue line. LTU has to reset. Garrett Samples dumps it in. All the way around the boards. Sends it back up for Hemi. Now again, another shot. Deflected up front, it was high up. Samples throws it towards the net, that was blocked up front. Cosner sent it way wide. Now Hemi will dump it along the boards. Intercepting it though was Caleb Jesterwan. Right in front of the Rochester bench. And there was a bit of confusion as players were coming in and out. And so they blow the whistle for the extra man. And this will be a penalty for too many men on the ice. So for the remaining 1 minute and 14 seconds, LTU will have the man advantage. LTU has a golden opportunity to go way ahead before the first period comes to an end. Rochester able to clear it. Jen sending it off to Dylan Medic. Now sent back. All the way around the back of the net. Themo IE takes another shot at the net, and that time Carlier was able to gobble that one up. .9 left to go in this first period. Themo I going back to the bench looking at his hand. Must have got a hand hit in there along the backside of the net. Stop play. And again, goalpost comes a bit undone. Bit of confusion along the LTU bench. Noah Brandow was sprinting towards the bench. Almost like there was a delayed penalty coming. And there is a penalty coming. So now it's a 5-on-3 for LTU for the remaining 33 seconds to go in this first period. One-time shot, and it was just wide. So now an additional roughing penalty added onto the power play for LTU. Centering try, another rebound shot, and that one was just high. About 10 seconds remaining. Another try. That one was blocked up front. Trying to clear it. One last try. It was blocked up front again. Another try. And it hit the post. It appeared to go in, but they do not count it. Boy, what a finish to that one. So after one period of play, LTU has the man advantage after 2 goals by Thimbo Ai. And so this will bring up the first intermission of the game. So in about 15 minutes, we will come back. It is 2-0 LTU right here on the LTU Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody, to Farmington Hills Ice Arena. It is 2-0 for LTU as we go into the second period of this matchup. Blue Devils trying to make it 5 straight victories after their dominant 10-0 performance last night on the road. Timo Ai gets the face-off won by LTU. He has the 2 goals in this game thus far. That puck barely hit the net, but the officials didn't see it, so play resumes. LTU is still in possession. That puck did not pass the blue line. Timo Ai wrapping around the boards. Left it out front. Sent all the way across. Down in the middle. Timo Ai again. Sends it out top. Gents over the side. Rebound. Still able to keep it in play. Gents again. That one was deflected and it goes into the net. LTU has the 1-man advantage. There's still an ongoing power play from the end of the last period. And in that last period, within the final seconds, LTU appeared to have scored, but the buzzer went off first, so they did not count the goal. Hickson, right back to him. Sent all the way across, down in the middle, in front, and a good glove save by Carlier. Anthony Carlier has been busy, senior goalkeeper out of Clinton Township. Face off in the other circle. Able to keep it in front of the blue line. Shot in front, deflected, and back into the glove of Carlier again. Cesarini was right there in the middle trying to chip it up, but chipped it right into the glove. Half a changed line. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. LTU has a shorthanded goal in this one, courtesy of Timo Ai. Sent back in towards the net. Cesarini able to keep himself. Will kick it out. Hickson up front, it was deflected. Another shot. That one's wide as well. Hickson cutting in. Now the Warriors are able to gain control. Although keeping it back inside. Now the Warriors on the breakaway. They have a 2-on-1 advantage right here. Shot in that one. It goes in for the goal. And the Warriors are on the board. After being shut out in last night's matchup, they finally get a goal across. And being shut out for the first 3 matchups. And it's Bobby Kukla, the freshman forward out of Macomb, Michigan, who gets the Warriors on the board. After being shut out for the first 3 matchups, the Warriors finally have one on the board against LTU. So LTU finds himself only up by 1. Cutting in front, puck loose along the boards. Railed by the feet. And Holster was not able to keep it in front of the blue line. Now Hemi, centering try, nobody home. Cole Therian, he got knocked out from behind. Another shot and a leg save. Behind the net. Liam Bland. Sent to the point. Hemi a shot, and that one was deflected. Another try and another save by Carlier. back in front. Puck was knocked away. Now Liam Bland, mid-collision. Sending it back up. Point shot and a glove save and a beauty by Carlier. Rochester with a full line change. Their face-off won by LTU. They pressured two defenders. Therian sends it deep. Cesarini behind the net. Puts it in front, and it was blocked up front. Therian again gives it away to Bland. Bland all the way back. Now behind the net. Therian with a good shove from behind, but they will call a penalty on this. So for the second time, the Rochester Warriors will be in a power play. And during the last power play, LTU was able to score a shorthanded goal. Moai comes back onto the ice. He had that shorthanded goal. So off the cross check. One thing that head coach Ken Gaffney likes so much about this team is their aggressiveness. This team plays hard till the very, very end. This team is very aggressive. More aggressive than they have been in recent seasons. Cosner was able to be taken away. Now LTU back the other way. George French sent it in, and it was just nobody home. Sent back in towards the net, and Carlier was able to make the save. Even when they're down one man, this team is still very relentless. They still play aggressive. So face off back inside Rochester's zone. Carlier sends it ahead to Cosner. Cosner trying to send it ahead, nobody home. Hemi advances it up. Able to keep it in play was the lucky. And LT was able to clear it. All the way back for Cade Bacon. Getting a deflection on it was Brendan Priest. Behind the net, Cole Zalewski out of Monroe, Michigan. Freshman defenseman. That one was chipped up front. They send it around the backside of the net. Send in front, centering try. Leg save. All the way back around, another chance and another save. And they're able to clear that one. 30 seconds remaining for the Rochester power play. Kyle Banks able to get it past the blue line. Cosner hands it off to Zalewski. And another clearing. Penalty kill for LTU has been on point. And it has been on point for a majority of the year. Coming in with a record of 18-4 and 13-4 in conference play in this WAC conference matchup. Power play for Rochester is over. LTU back to full strength. Chipped up, bouncing puck, kept in. Centering try, and it got through. Trying to go over for Hickson. He goes down to a knee, able to keep it in play. No icing on that one, as Cosner sent it all the way down to the other end. Having to wait, but they will call the whistle for offsides. Cosner was forced past the blue line, so all the rest of his teammates had to retreat. But they couldn't do it in time. So waste little time. Rochester gets themselves on the board. Goal by Bobby Kukla. Only a few minutes into this contest. Second period, now LTU trying to respond. Wrapped around the boards, having to keep it in play. Another shot was just wide. They worked their way around. Gents. And another shot, a leg save. It's loose in front. Having to wrap it around. Now sent again behind the boards. That one goes along the glass. Liam Bland. LT was in a midst of a small change. 2 players off and 2 players on. Now Liam Bland dumps it in. That was a leg stop. Stick stop, rather. Got past Therian. Off the glass. Bouncing puck into the Blue Devil zone. Now an aggressive drive by Liam Bland. Bland around the net. Centering try. Cesarini was right there, but it got knocked away. Another try. Therian got a one-man miss. And that forces Carlier to make a glove stop. Two goals in the first period for LTU, courtesy of Themo I. And then 1 goal for Rochester to begin the second period by Bobby Kokla. Face off one again by LTU. Hemi trying to advance it around the net, but it goes into the net above the glass. So we go back inside the neutral zone. Face off won that time by Rochester. LT was forced to retreat. They had players cross the blue line, but the puck wasn't. Now a battle for it along the boards. And now a takeaway opportunity. This is Raylan Howard. And that one was deflected and goes into the bench. Another face off in the neutral zone here to come. Off the face-off, won by LTU. They have won the majority of the face-offs thus far. They're at near the 500 mark when it comes to face-offs this entire year. Shot was deflected. Sends all the way over for Kate Bacon. Bacon is able to absorb a huge hit. That pass is dumped in, and this will be icing. And we go the other way. Last time these two teams met for a 2-game set, it was all the way back in October. LTU took the first one, same as last night's victory, 10-0, and then Rochester was still shut out, but the result of the game was only a 2-0 victory for LTU. This time it's a little bit different. It's only 2-1. Rochester looking for a comeback. A shot high in. Brandu was able to knock it down. Kept in. Backhanded shot went nowhere near. Advancement up. The ref absorbed that hit. Rochester was able to still dump it in. Brandow was able to put a stick on that one. And now a golden opportunity right here for Priest. Priest a shot and a save by Carlier. Brendan Priest had a golden opportunity. Kept in play though. Hickson. Nobody home on the backside. Now battle for it along the boards. Cesarini and Cosner. Puck is pinned between the skates. 4 players trying to dig that out. And now a loose opportunity. Bland back in his shot. It was just wide. Bland again. Centering try. Another try. And it got past Cesarini. Bland again along the boards. Knocked loose. Priest got past Kuntz. And now it's picked up by Grattan. Cole Grattan into LTU zone. Centering try, Cosner, and he scores! And we are tied at 2 apiece. The Warriors trying to pull off an upset. Anthony Cosner, a freshman forward out of White Lake, has scored a game-tying goal for Rochester after they have been shut out the first 3 contests against LTU. So from being shut out 3 straight games against the Blue Devils, the Warriors find themselves tied up at 2 apiece. They let this puck go through. Chopped up, knocked down. Sent in behind the net. Zaluski, and now a foot race for it. George French. They reverse it. Able to get past the neutral zone. French again. He chips it up along the blue line. That one's hit off the glass. Rochester in the midst of a change. 1 man out, 1 man in. Themo I. 1 shot in. A glove save by Carlisle. From down to nothing. Now Rochester finds themselves tied with LTU. Anthony Carlisle hasn't been able to keep them off the board and was. Now that one shot that just missed. Chipped in. Schmidt centering shot. Themo I in. Carlisle fell down. Schmidt again. Another shot, and that time Carlisle was able to gobble it. With all the pressure that the Blue Devils have put on Carlisle, he's been able to keep them off the board after giving up 2 in the first period. And he was bailed out at the end of the last period because time expired as it appeared that LTU has scored another goal. Whistle blows, and they'll have to redo the face-off. High against Grattan. Face-off won that time. A one-time shot is off the shoulder, and it goes into the rafters. Ian Kuntz with a one-time shot try. And Carlier was able to get a shoulder on it. There was a lot of space. Face-off now in the other circle. Wing to wing. Themo I against Cole Grattan again. Pinned along the boards is the puck. And now loose in front. Along the boards. Right there is Gents to keep it inside the blue line. Grattan. Now advancing it up. It's a foot race for it. Brandow comes out. And he's able to get it near the blue line. And that one goes into the net and out of play. 7:46 left to go in the second period. We thank you for joining us on the LTU Sports Network. Johnston on the call with you. An interesting game thus far. LTU after their dominant 10-0 victory last night against the same Rochester team. Only has 2 goals in the first period, and then Rochester is able to answer after being shut out 3 straight games against this LTU team. Now tied at 2 apiece. Past the blue line. Foot race for it. Knocked down in the neutral zone. Kokla again. Got tangled up. Priest able to dump it off the boards. Almost a pass to himself. And it would keep a foot or a skate along the blue line. Right back down to Priest and nearly got past. Waiting for everybody else to clear. Carlisle knocks that down. Able to keep it knocked down in the neutral zone. Now along the boards, sent way far away. Carlisle advances it up. LTU was in the midst of a change. Drilled inside, centering shot, nobody there. Kept in play. Battle for along the boards, another centering try, and again, nobody there for Rochester. Cesarini giving chase, but will be an icing. So back into the LTU zone we go. This would be a huge upset if Rochester was able to find a way to win this one and go on front. LTU had won 4 straight games, they're trying to win 5. And now breakaway opportunity by Therian. Centering try, nobody there in front. Cesarini got tangled up with Raylan Howard. And now it's Howard going the other way. Makes one man miss, cutting in front is Hemi. Sends it along the boards. Keeping it in play is Patterson. Patterson advances it along. Kyle Banks. Center try, nobody there. Therian advancing it up. Shot time, hit the sides of the net. Up in front, Cole Therian was blocked by a stick. Zaleski was able to put a stick on it to stop the goal chance. And now Zaleski again. Advances it up off the boards. Rochester in the midst of a change. Approaching 5 minutes left to go. Gents advanced up off the stick of Themo I. Back along the boards. I a shot in, got through a leg, and still gobbled up along there, and Carlisle is able to gobble it. So face off inside the Rochester zone. LTU trying to grab back the lead. They were up 2-0 at the beginning of this period, but then 2 rather quick goals by the Warriors have tied this up. Shot in, just missed. Not able to keep it in play. A good advancement up there by Banks. Carlisle has to stop that one as Liam Bland was on the attack. So another face-off. 4:36 left to go. Kuntz bouncing puck in, and good coordination by Carlisle to able to stop that one. That shot was deflected up front and literally bounced right into the glove of Carlisle. About to redo. 2 players on the far side entered into the wing right before the puck dropped. Face-off won by LTU. Kuntz. Shot coming in, it was wide of the net. Howard gives it away to Cosner. It was deflected up front. Taken away by Dylan Magdic. Magdic along the backside. Centering try, got off the stick of Hickson rather. Sent back in. LTU is forced to retreat to get past the blue line. And now a dump in by Patrick McGowan. Along the boards to the far side. Hemme has to give chase. Now Cole Therian gives it up ahead to Bland. Good knock away. Now sent him behind the net. On the boards. Cesarini gives it away to Bland. Bland, a shot it, and a save by Carlier. Back up to the point, it got past the blue line. Got through two defenders with Cesarini. Cesarini will stop himself in his tracks. And now a bouncing puck right for the neutral zone. Back to get it is George French. Now Cesarini again. Therian, a dump back pass. And now a breakaway opportunity. Howard again. And a good block up front by Hemme. Dumped into the boards. Schmidt giving a pass in, a shot, and that was deflected up front. Off the skates, got through two players. Another shot by Jensen, that one was just high. A bouncing puck, they're able to keep it on the line. Another shot try, and that time it was deflected up front, and Carlier was able to grab it. The pressure keeps building by LTU as they try to regain the lead. Face-off won by Rochester. Up in front, but kept in play by Gents. Gents across. Shot attempt, and that one was high above the net. Knocked down behind the net by Thimoai, who has the only two goals for LTU. Those were back in the first period. One of them short-handed. A long shot attempt was way high the net. Gents along the boards. One save from behind. Grattan dumps it in. Now good shot opportunity and a save made by Brandow. Another centering pass was blocked up front. And now a breakaway opportunity. Trying to dump it off. Overran by I along the boards and the glass. Brandow advances it up. James Gents absorbs that hit. And now another breakaway opportunity. Thimoai misses on the pass. And Rochester is able to clear it. LTU trying to regain the lead with 1 minute left to go in the second period. McGowan. Good pressure from behind. Knocked down but off the skates and it got past the blue line. Backhanded try and a bit of confusion between two Rochester players. A try and it's just wide. McGowan trying to put Blue Devils back on top. 35 seconds remaining. Rochester's able to clear that one. No icing there. Hemme was stopped along the boards. And now Priest goes along the backside. Centering try all the way over to Bland. A delayed penalty coming. And a shot up top. It hits the post. And no other chance will go. So delayed penalty was coming to Rochester. Brandow vacated the net. They had the spare man. But the period ends with a tie game at 2 apiece. So LTU was up by 2, and then Rochester, after being shut out in the first 3 matchups against LTU, finds themselves finally on the board, and they have tied it at 2 apiece. So the second intermission, another 15 minutes. We'll come back for the third period right here on the LTU Sports Network. Welcome back, everybody. The LTU Sports Network right here in Farmington Hills Ice Arena. It's the third period of a tie game, 2-2. LTU and Rochester. As that opening faceoff goes way to the bench. That's how this third period gets underway. Rochester, who was down 2-0 at the beginning of the last period, was able to come back and tie it, finally able to get on the scoring after being shut out in the first three contests against LTU. But LTU will start this period off on the power play, as there was a delayed penalty to end last period. Max Saville was put in by Rochester for 2 minutes for tripping, as Rochester is able to clear that one. And again, beating it in the neutral zone. Good clear away by Kyle Banks. James Gent giving it away to Pellet. Now on the far side, a shot attempt, a save made by Carlisle up in front, still loose. Pellet again. And another clearing. And Noah Brandow had to put down to make a save. Sends all the way to the far side off the skate. Now another clearing again. Goltharian gives it away to Patrick McGowan. McGowan in the middle, leaves it off. Priest, shot attempt was blocked up front. Bland was deflected up in front, and again it will clear. This is the second LTU power play of this game. Rochester was able to keep them at bay in the last power play, and they look even stronger to begin this third period. 30 seconds remaining, all the way across for Cesarini. Back to the point. Therian, a shot attempt, and right there to stop it is Carlisle. Anthony Carlisle has been on a hot streak. After giving up 2 goals in the first period, courtesy of Thimo Ai, he has been on stop. He's been able to shut down everything. Able to get it into the neutral zone. And another pressure. Brandow has to clear it away. Doesn't get that far. Rochester really putting out a lot of pressure. Therian, who had 2 goals in the game last night. A shot attempt and a save by Carlisle. Rebound and another save. What a save by Carlisle. Off the rebound attempt, Bland was right there to put it back in, and Carlisle quickly with his feet scooted over to stop it. Power play is over for LTU. LTU trying to win 5 straight games. They come in winning 4 in a row. Rochester trying to get their first win in conference plays. That save is made by Brandow. And now a breakaway opportunity the other way. Chip shot was just high. Off the pat attempt by Bradley Scott. Now quickly in the other way. And a mid-collision between 2 players. A shot attempt is off the shoulder of Brandow. Big hit along the boards and a broken stick for Scott. Off the boards that time, off the stick. Send back in. Both teams in the midst of a short change. Cole Therian into Rochester zone. Centering try, got through. Cesarini, wraparound, stopped. And a save made again by Carlisle. Another point of the shot that was blocked up front. Slap shot, and another save. And they will stop play as the helmet came off of Carlisle inside the crease. That last slap shot was knocked up front And a big collision between two players knocked off the helmet. Holy style mask. LTU bidding for the lead again. LTU's last loss came a few weeks back against Cleary University on the road. But they've been able to rebound since then. Behind the net. Chipping out, bouncing puck. Still in play in the middle. Grant trying to clear it. And they do get it past the blue line. LTU has to reset. All the way far across. Brandow advances it over to Majic. And now another takeaway. Kosner in front. Nobody there. Sean Pellett. Inside the zone. A leadoff pass for I, but it got past. And now with a full head of steam, Kyle Banks into the breadbasket of Noah Brandow. So now face off within the LTU zone. So a lot of high pace action to start this third period. Being pressured from behind, having to leave it off for Gents. Advances it over to Bland. Now all the way across to Cesarini. Cesarini lost the handle on it. Sent back in for Kuntz. Now over to the far side along the boards. Advancing chip shot. And a takedown along the blue line. Weird ricochet off the boards. Able to keep it in play. Therian along the boards again. Bland giving chase. Patterson. And now a centering try. Get out of the reach. And a knockaway. George French will put it back towards Hickson. Hickson puts on a hit along the boards. Knocked down by French in the neutral zone. Puts it along the boards again behind the net. Zaluski to the far side. Hemi trying to keep it in play. Priest. Around the net. Wraparound try and he scores! Brandon Priest gives LTU the lead. It's 3-2. What a maneuver by Brendan Priest on the wraparound try. After being ahead 2-0, we are no longer tied. LTU's first goal since the first period. Another face-off won by LTU. Penalty coming up here. Direction trying to make sure everybody was off at the same time. And now a kick try off the skates. Therian make that Kosner rather than a save by Brandow. Hemi advances it up. Broken stick along the puck. Sent back towards the middle. And now pinned along the boards. One shot try. Now backhanded chip try. No good. Along the boards again. Puck loose up in front. And again it's loose up in front and Carlisle is able to stop it. So it is 3-2. LTU trying to win their fifth straight game. wraparound goal by Brendan Priest, a graduate student of the robotics engineering and also computer engineer as well. Now, Livonia, Michigan. But LTU's wanting for more. Trying to give themselves a little breathing room. One-time shot that hit a stick up in front. And again in front, another shot try, and it just went wide. Priest bidding for a second. Now that pass attempt was blocked. Good pressure by Raylan Howard. Nobody home on the pass try. And now a knockdown. Right there would take it away was Hickson. They called for offsides, as Kuntz was just trying to head back to the bench. LTU trying to work very fast. And they're under 13 minutes left to go in this third period. Face off, won by LTU inside the neutral zone. Gents. Advancing to the middle, Therian off the skate. Another shot right there in front, it was loose. And now a breakaway opportunity. Advanced up front by Kukla. Reverse pass, Therian made one man miss. Dumped in. James Gents again. Allows LTU to reset. Along the boards for Bland. Good maneuver right there. As in retreat was Gents. Knocked down at the blue line and cleared away. But this will be icing. And we head back the other way into Rochester zone. Just an impressive wraparound goal by Priest with a little window space. And after Carlisle had been untouched after the first period, found an opening. And now breakaway opportunity almost there. Rochester had a golden opportunity, but LTU was able to just get a stick on it. And now another takeaway. Another shot, and he scores! Justin Hubenschmidt. And it's 4-2 LTU. The freshman forward puts the Blue Devils up by 2. It was in the second period of the game last night in which LTU took off. They scored 6 goals in the second period. And now they have 2 more goals in this third period after scoring 2 in the first. Rochester trying to respond. After being down by 2 early in this matchup, Rochester tied it up once, down by 2. They're trying to tie it up again. Hubenschmidt again along the boards, able to dump it in. Off the glass, back into the neutral zone. Good putt work by Hemi, able to dump it in. Trying to stop it was Themo I, rather. He has the first 2 goals of the night. Into the glove of Carlisle. Both those goals by Themo I came back in the first period. That one got through. Deep. Within LTU territory. Good stick work by Priest. Brendan Priest, full head of steam. Centering try was blocked. Bacon dumps it in. Jensen control. Advancing it up. Shovel pass over. And they will call an offsides. Joshua Hickson just took a little bit too far up. So a face off back inside the neutral zone. Pass all the way across. Got through Gents. Retreats it over to Madic. Blocked in front of the neutral zone by Cosner. He makes two-man miss. That shot was deflected off front. For Hubenschmidt, that's his ninth goal of the year. That shot was blocked up front. Dominic Holster took a huge shot right there. He's feeling the effects. Liam Bland versus Course. Goes it all over for Hemme. Now full head of steam into the Rochester zone. Centering try, nobody there. Slap shot, just wide. Back inside the neutral zone again. Bland, centering try, chip shot try, and a save by Carlisle. Another shot was blocked up front. Again another shot, and that one was high above the net. As we got a player down for Rochester along the boards. Stoppage in play. .9:11 left to go. 4-2 LTU. 2 goals in this third period. First Brendan Priest. And Justin Hubenschmidt. LTU still looking for more. It's always one period that gets them really going. Along the boards. Zaluski trying to clear it. Kept in by French. Cesarini kept in as well. French shovel pass over. French cutting in again. Not able to stop it was Hemme as we go back the other way. Cole Therian. Able to get through 2 defenders. Knocked that one free. It's loose within the neutral zone. Zaluski cutting in front. James Gents. Gents takes a shot. Loose underneath. It got through Carlisle. It was clued within. The net came off. Stoppage in play. That Bryce Patterson had it cleared from inside the crease. It got through Carlisle. And it was loose within the crease, but good work by Patterson to be able to clear it. Another shot and a leg save. Another shot attempt. That was chipped over the net. All the way along the boards. Another shot right in. It was chipped up in front, but it got away. Kept in by Gents. Back along the boards. Able to keep it in there. Pellet. Shot in front. Got through. Gents along the board. Skate in. Lost the handle. And it got past the blue line. Kuntz advancing it up. Now all the way in front. Nice shot. And he scores! Sean Pillett. And it's 5-2. The third LTU player to score in this third period. Senior forward out of Seattle, Washington. Puts LTU up by 3. go into a bit of a timeout taken by Rochester. LTU was up 2-0 off the 2 goals by Themo Ai. And then Rochester was able to come back and score 2 more. Tied up at 2 apiece. And then in this third period, 3 different players for LTU able to get themselves a good, comfortable lead. It's now 5-2. First, Brandon Priest with a wraparound shot. And then Justin Hubenschmidt with his goal. And then Sean Pellett with his 9th goal of the year. Pellett, a computer science major out of Seattle. 7:20 left to go. LTU won that faceoff. Rochester able to keep it inside the neutral zone. And now Priest, full head of steam. Big collision along the boards. And now loose again underneath. They send it back out. Kuntz. That shot was just wide. Loose stick behind the net. Another shot attempt that was blocked up front. Priest goes to get it. Another shot attempt, and that was deflected. Battle for it along the boards. Sent the other way. Gents. Good fake pass. Dump it off for Kuntz. Kuntz dumps it in. Backhanded shovel is just wide over the net. Now LTS were set. Both teams in the midst of a change. Gents got turned around. Back in the middle, just wide. Keeping it in play was Kuntz. Into the middle, a slap shot, and save made by Carlisle. Pinned up against the boards. Now it's loose behind the net. Sent back in the middle. Shot and a save by Carlisle. Good centering shot over to Liam Bland, but Carlisle's there to stop that one. 5.5 minutes left to go in this third period. LCU has been rather quiet after exploding for 10 goals in last night's victory on the road. Rochester has been a lot more tougher this time around. Finally being able just to score on them after being shut out for the first three matchups. From the point, knocked down in front, a leg save. Another try, another chance, and Carlisle gets that one. So another face-off coming. Another face-off won, and another save by Carlisle. Spencer Krull, the other goalie who had to start in last night's game, leading the way for the bench. Dumped in along the boards. Zaluski got it over the glass, and now a breakaway opportunity. But they will call a penalty here on Zaluski. What a bad break for Rochester. Bobby Kukla, who had the tying goal for Rochester, had an open opportunity. But it's Cole Zaluski, the freshman out of Monroe, Michigan, who's going to the box. And this will be the third power play for LTU. They already have a shorthanded goal in this game. That came back in the first period. And they have to redo the faceoff. Shorthanded goal came from Timo Ai on his second goal in that first period. LTU was up by 2. And that one's cleared away. And they blow the whistle again. And it appears we have another penalty coming. And it will be Brendan Priest who's going to the box. So Priest, who gave LTU the 3-2 lead, he's going to the net, and another player for Rochester is going to the box as well. That's Kyle Banks. So this, for the moment, it still will be a power play, 5-on-4. It seems like Banks and Priest were in the middle of a bit of a scuffle, so they keep the same amount on the ice. Pellet gives way to Bland. It's pinned along the boards. Now there's another shot, centering try, Pellet, and it's loose up front. And again, another rebound try. It's scrambled for it in front of the net. James Jets, full head of steam. Good footwork around, behind the net. Gives it away, slap shot, and a save by Carlisle. .407 left to go. 5-2 in favor of LTU. That one got through Pellets, a foot race for it. Kukla, shot and a save by Brandow. That was the breakaway opportunity that Banks wanted before the penalty. Now full head of steam. Got through and he scores! Timo Ai, his third goal of the night. That is the hat trick. And a little bit added insurance. It is 6-2. Two goals in the first period and one to add on here in the third period. As this was the period that LTU was waiting for to break out and bust this game open. Chance gives it away to Kuntz. Kept in play. And now a breakaway opportunity. Shot was deflected up front. Puck loose again. Now Cosner. Shot was saved by Brandow. Dumped away. And this will be icing. This has been the reoccurring theme for LTU for the majority of the year. It's always just waiting on one period out of the game to really have a bust-out time and score multiple goals. That was their second period of the game last night, in which they scored 6. They have scored 4 in this third period. Face-off, won by Rochester. Stoppage in play. Nine seconds remaining on the power play. Both teams technically at full strength, but there's still power plays to give. and just penalties to serve. Dumped in. Giving chase is Liam Bland. One-time shot goes wide. Another try by Hemi. Loose up in front. And it just missed. And we would get a penalty here as Cole Therian knocked away the stick of Saluski. So for the remaining 2 minutes of this one, Rochester will have the man advantage as they're down by 4. So that means LTU will only have a full strength advantage for the remaining 32 seconds of this game. They're up by 4, 6-2. If you're Rochester, this is exactly what you asked for, but here's another breakaway opportunity. Themoi, full in his steam, pulls up, gives away, and he scores! Sean Pillett, his second goal of the night, and it's now 7-2, and that is the second shorthanded goal of the game for the Blue Devils. Indeed, LTU has broken it open. Rochester will still have the man advantage. Inside the net, loose underneath, knocked over. This will be icing. Sean Pillay with 2 goals in this one. He's now up to 10 goals on the year. Under 2 minutes left to go in this game. Stopped up in front in the neutral zone. Ian Kuntz gives it away, tried a centering shot, but that was blocked up in front. Jets was taken from behind. Cosner giving a lot of pressure. That pass was blocked. Long pass across. Given away to Cosner inside the neutral zone. As we approach 1 minute remaining. Shot attempt. Grabbed there by Brandow. And he'll send it clear all the way across. Ian Kuntz. It's taken out along the blue line. Knocked down again. Schmidt, but that one was taken through. 30 seconds remaining in this one. Brandow makes the stick stop on that one. Give it away to Schmidt. Shot in. Pendle on the boards. Well, another shot opportunity right here. Banks. And a save made by Brando as the buzzer goes. LTU waited until the third period to go on top. And with 5 extra goals on top of this period and the hat trick by Themoi and 2 goals by Sean Pillay, LTU wins this one by a final of 7-2. And they are definitely ready for their matchup next Friday when they take on Indiana Tech in a WAC conference matchup. So from all of us here at the LTU Sports Network, I'm Josh Stowe saying good night and have a safe trip.